way. Like even my mama, like my mama, she 70 whatever, however, she doing more than most men.
Right, she do.
She be under the car hood. She be up on ladders. She be, more so just independent. Like go do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, yeah, that has a lot to do with like our ideologies. And, like I said, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. A lot of us ain't. And some people, man, they just sometimes they probably just ain't been through nothing hard to teach them nothing either. You know what I'm saying? So that matters too. And it's just, unfortunate.
Alright. But this thing with Duke, I warned, it's not that I warned Biggie, but it was like, pretty, when I had that first kid, it was like, wow, that nigga was like the dude that you need. But I get how loneliness works. And I told Brittany, I said, mama stuff was different. I said, I know I ain't living in LA. And I said, I think if I didn't go to LA, I'd stay. I guarantee it'll probably been a whole different dynamic. We going on. That's how we had to do it.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas. DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hobbs. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds space on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Oder. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this.
Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Rebels! He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Hey, don't worry, I'm finna run this bitch back.
Through the slippery surface, no problem. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
The offense changing the play. To throw, Manning. Buying some time as he moves left. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Rebels offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The play fake on 1st down to throw. With the catch, it's Haas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent of this guy.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Floats it out in space. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He is in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's That's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but
Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The run inside. It Smothers. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Works the middle of the field. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. He might want another play. Fourth down, Manning. Bringing the heat. Takes. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. Here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in. This is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Rebels offense will get first crack at it here. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
he was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible.
I was talking about on a restart,
shut
nigga.
this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled.
Got to get my little warm-up in.
Fourth down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So the Texas Longhorns offense will now get its first chance with the football. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Quarterback may change this route. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. They get it out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Manning. The short hands. It's Townsend. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Under fire. He'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get it. Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Manning to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On the delay, it's Lacey. Spins away from the defense. Could be an alley. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Wilson on the carry. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Running inside. It's Simon. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Wingo. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Longhorns are in the hurry up.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. A really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And they're able to get him down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these 2 guys are doing so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Texas. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The run inside. It's Lacey. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 up.
Oh, that's going to be a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead gives up the big safety.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. They'll give it to the back. Might have a chance. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to run, it's Lacey. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down and he's got room. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Simon. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Arch is going to throw for it. Dances away to buy time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Got the completion on that last play, but they moved backward by a yard, so now it's third down. Manning from the gun on third down. Spits it out to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Arch madness. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful if you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback. That's not a good sign for this offensive line.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Odom. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Rebels will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Throwing Manning. Finds his man, it's Winston. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Manning. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Art's going to spin it again. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. Trying to keep the drive alive. Stopped at the 38-yard line, and that will give them the first down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The run inside. It's Brown. Picks up the first down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Here's Manning to throw. Oh, they're after him. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Using his legs to buy some time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the number 10 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Cavaliers trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. There's some room. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. The Rebels want to move quickly.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
That's caught. It's Odom. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down play from the gun. Pocket breaking down. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism, picking up the first down.
They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Get it out on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to pound their way in. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. They'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He makes the catch at the 10. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lacey. A little screen to the running back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. On the run, it's Lacey. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. He's moving out of the pocket. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Rebels. and they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Haas. Picked up 8 yards there. 3rd down and 2. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this 1st down. Hunt is in the air. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want. Offense.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, Manning. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Longhorn! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. A design run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Running inside, it's Lacey. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. He's got his man. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It Smothers. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Arts to throw. Pulls it in with one hand.
Well, that is an incredible catch, and what makes it even so much more impressive is the fact that he's doing it in the elements. Bad weather out here. It'd be hard to catch it with two hands. It'd be hard to catch it with your body, with gloves. He stabs it in the air one-handed. His quarterback is going to love that.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Manning to the air again. Throwing right. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Rebels enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Pulls it on the option. Makes it. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Oh, he's got some space. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Manning. Under fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback making adjustments. Play action, here's Manning. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big.
Intercepted deep in his own end. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.